like rocket fuel.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing the Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready? Kill, kill, kill. Can. Check 13. Check 13. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Go.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. This one caught by Ridley. 22 yards there, a first down.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for the Falcons. First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Tight, tight, watch left. Tight, tight, watch left. Charlie. Mike 28. Mike 28.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
They're going to look to throw. He'll find Lindsay here. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Chopper. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Joker, Joker. Joker, Joker. Check 50. Check 50. Hey, rock. Check 24. Watch 24. Ready.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And his kick is indeed good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
No. 319. It was pretty quiet, team. It was pretty quiet. Run.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shit. Right. Shit. Alert 3. Alert 30. He's coming. Double up. All right. He's coming. Double up. Slam.
Here's McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 4.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Complete to Curtis Samuel. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Pick your game up.
On second and 1, Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
This is third and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Check 43.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1. Rodgers going to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Buying time to his left. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5. Second and 5. Dancing to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First carry for the former Florida Gator, Jordan Scarlett. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Let's bring it. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
They'll run it with Scarlett. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is Scarlett on the carry. And they'll get him down right around the 16. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that's knocked away and incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one complete to the running back, Lindsay. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Any day. Watch it, watch it, watch it. Topper, topper. And go.
They'll drop the throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Come on.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Alert. Mike 28. Mike 28. Hey, tight.
2nd and 1. Being chased out left. And the catch made by Johnson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 16. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
He'll drop to throw. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Defense, let's go. Back north. Line 55. Hey, Delta. Watch the slide.
Now it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now a give here to Scarlett. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Facing short yardage on 3rd down, but he was able to pick up a very sizable gain.
He certainly was, and I think that maybe they were fooled a little bit because you and I both know this is a passing league, and that's not normally a running down, and they fooled him with it. Safety had to make the play. Otherwise, he's still running, and the next thing, he runs right into the goalpost.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2. at the 31-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Night, sweetheart. Mark 55, Mark 55. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Throwing now is Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Switch. One switch. 26. Hey, check right. Watching your five. Check back. 50.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 48 yards.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Go. 59. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 59, Mike. Check. 59.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. DJ Moore, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Let's go, the Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 8 yards there helps, but they're still stuck now. 3rd and long coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Yeah. Watch the slant. Motion.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 3. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
We got 4.
Looking to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
He's brought down by Shaq Thompson.
That's it, baby.
That's a gain of 3.
Undercrunch. 66. Bullet high. Flat.
They'll look to throw here. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but, hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
319. Check 55. Come on. And let's pin the mirrors back. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Slow. No. Run. Check. Motion out of the back.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. Looked like they might have been thinking safety with that pressure off the edge instead of worrying about the running back.
I like the observation because many defenses in that situation actually have get a safety in their play call. Upfield penetration, try and trap them in the backfield. Instead, absolutely escaped and fled for a huge yardage on that play.
Get him, you got him. All right, 55. Hey, 88. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
This is McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Big Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
And a Panther first down.
Here we go. Box it, box it, box it, box it. Slant.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in the game.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Keanu Neal. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown Falcons.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Scarlett. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Hey, orbit. 55, Mike 55. Check, 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 check.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Rodgers to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Completes it to Samuel. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, check my goal. Goal. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check. Inside. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Yeah,
Rodgers again now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Check, 45. Over.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Gano the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. Good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 60, orange. I'm going to run you over.
On first down, Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Another run by Lindsey. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
It's now 3rd and 13.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this,